Ball.
Yes, Rajat. Home square of Rook. Okay, Manan, can you tell? Manan, what are the home squares of Rook? White Rook.
Square.
Yes. The initial position of the Rook. Home square is nothing but initial position where we place the rooks.
The initial position of white rook is A1 and H1.
Very good. A1 and H1 is the home square or are the home squares of white rooks. Okay. Astha, question for you. What are the home squares of black rooks?
The home squares of black roots. The home square of black roots are A8 and H8.
Very good. A8 and H8 are the home squares of the black rooks. Question for OV. OV, how the rook moves? How the rook moves?
Rook moves standing and slipping.
Okay, standing lines and sleeping lines it moves. It moves standing and sleeping. Okay, or you can also call horizontal and vertical. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Question for Rajat. Can the rook jump over other pieces? Can the rook jump over other pieces?
No.
Very good. Question for Manan. Can the rook go diagonal?
No, sir.
No. Very good.
It can only move in plus.
Okay, it can
And max
only
to
move.
max 7 blocks.
Yes, horizontal and vertical. It can go horizontal and vertical. It cannot go diagonal. Okay. All these are the things that we learned about the rook yesterday. Okay, it's clear to everyone. No questions related to rooks, kids. Very good. Perfect. Are you ready to learn for knights? The next piece.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes,
Sir, I
Asta.
have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, what is the meaning of illegal?
Illegal means which is not legal. Okay. Which is not as per the rules. Okay. Now just we discuss that, for example, rook cannot jump over other pieces. Okay. Say, for example, there is a queen sitting here. Okay. Of your opponent. So, some pieces are like this, for example. Okay. Let me place some pieces just for your understanding. Okay. Say there is a pawn here, correct? The pawn is here. But suppose when I'm playing physically, okay, I can do anything actually. There is no control of the software, right? When I'm playing actual game, physical game. So what I did, I captured this. Now tell me, is it allowed? Can we do like this?
No, sir. We
The
cannot
pawn is
do like
blocking
this.
it.
What is wrong in it?
Its own piece is blocking it, so it can't capture its own
Correct.
piece and go
Because the
further.
rook cannot jump. Okay, we just learned, right? Rook cannot jump over other pieces, right? Now, as you know, the rule is rook cannot jump, but still you are making the rook jump and capture it. This is called as illegal move. Okay, anything which is not as per the rules of chess, it is illegal. Okay, or in other words, for example, if the next piece that I'm going to tell you is knight. Okay, the knight can move 2.5 squares. Okay, now let me place the queen here. Okay, suppose your opponent, what he did, he captured this like this. Is it allowed?
No.
Not allowed,
No,
right? What is wrong in it? Because instead of 2.5 squares, It captured the queen which was at the 3.5 squares distance. 1, 2, 3.5. Not allowed. This is illegal. Okay, this is called as illegal. Anything which is not legal, anything which is not as per the rules of chess, that is called as illegal move. Okay, understood, Astha?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Very good. And we will talk more about illegal moves. Okay, we will talk more about the rules of chess because we just started, right? So obviously we will discuss about this, but because you asked the question, I thought of giving you a couple of examples. Okay, now coming to the next piece, kids. Okay, and just for your information, I am recording this session because it will be helpful for those who are not present today. I think Tejas, Tejasi, and Vikramaditya, they are not present, right? So for them, I am recording, and for you guys as well, kids. Okay, remember, in case if you are not going to attend the session for any reason, ask your parents to inform me in advance. Okay, because I do not record all sessions. Okay, just because I see that there are 3 students who are absent, so I am recording it. But for 1 or 2, if they are not, and if not informed, I do not record. Okay, but then in case if you have the planned leave, if you already have the plans that you are going to go for, say, auntie's marriage or in anywhere you are going to visit, let me know in advance so that I can record it for you and I can share it with you. So even if you are not attending the class, at least you will not miss what I taught. Okay, so anyways, coming back, kids. Okay, we are talking about the next piece that is called as knight. Okay, let me take the running notes for you as well so that I can right away share. Okay, knight. The next piece that we are
Sir,
going to learn is knight. Yes.
in April,
Mhm.
uh, at Sunday, I have to go outside. So
Okay, at that point of
I'm
time, let me know, Manan. Yeah,
okay.
sure. So coming to the knight, kids. Okay, these pieces, horse, you call this as horse, right? But in chess, we call this as knight. Knigst. What is the spelling? The horse says in the chess army are called as knights. Okay, pronounced as knight. Okay, K is silent. K is silent. We don't pronounce it. Okay, I'm not calling knight. Okay, knight. I'm not saying knight. I'm saying knight. Nigst. Okay, however, its spelling is Knigst. Okay, the value of a knight is 3 points. What was the value of rook? 5 points. What is the value of knight? 3 points. Okay, the home squares for white knights are b1 and g1. The home squares for black knights are b8 and g8. Okay, black knights are placed at b8 and g8. Okay, I'll place the rooks as well because we already learned about the rook, so that you will get the feeling that how the actual placement of the pieces is going to happen. Okay, so we are talking about knights, but just because we already learned about the rook, I am placing it here. Okay, so is this clear so far, kids, about the knights? The horses in the chase army are called as knights, pronounced as knight. K is silent. The value of knight is 3 points. The home squares for white knights are b1 and g1, and the home squares for black knights are b8 and g8. The knight moves 2.5. Okay, I'll call 2.5 squares in any direction. Okay, I will show you actually what exactly 2.5 means. Okay, so but just remember, as what is the rule? The knight moves 2.5 squares in any direction. Important point to note about knight's movement is knight can jump over other pieces. Okay, knight can jump, rook cannot jump. Okay, knight can jump over other pieces. For example, if it is like this. Now, if I ask you, can the white rook at a1 move? Answer is no, it cannot move because it is blocked horizontally as well as vertically by its own pieces. Can the white rook at h1 move, Astha?
Yes.
White rook at h1, yes, it can move.
Why it can move and where it can move?
It can move only vertically
Vertically, not horizontally. Why not horizontally?
because its own army's knight is blocking it.
Okay, very good. Okay. Question for OV. Can the knight at a8? Can the knight at a8 move?
Can knight at a8?
Is my question wrong? Sir, there is no knight at a8. There is a rook at a8. This should be your reaction. Okay, correct? Where is a8?
Yes.
Where is a8? This is
Uh,
a8, correct? And
yes.
who is sitting at a8? The black rook. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
now question is, can the black rook which is sitting at a8 move?
Move.
Yes, can it move? And how many squares it can go to?
तिकडे नाही जाऊ शकत ना इथे हॉर्स आहे बस vertical
Vertical 6.
Vertically, it can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can it go here?
No.
Yes, it can. Who is stopping? Okay, it's a different matter that there is another rook from white side which will capture. But question is, can it go? Answer is yes. Another question, should it go? Answer is no, it should not. Why it should not go? Because otherwise the white rook will capture. Correct? So there are two things,
Yes.
kids. Can, answer is yes, it can. Should you go? No. So there your decision making comes in picture, kids. Okay. Question, can we jump from the terrace? Answer is yes, we can jump. But should we jump from the terrace? Answer is no, because it is too high, right? Otherwise, the legs may get fractured or something, right? So there we use our common sense, kids, right? Say 10 feet high, I am at the first floor, 10 feet high is my terrace. Okay. So can I jump from it? Answer is yes, I can jump even from 100 feet. But should I jump? That common sense God has given to me, right? For every kids. Yeah, you should not jump, right? Unless and until there is any emergency, right? But anyways, let's not go into it. So in chess, kids, when it comes to you, now this rook, can it come here? Answer is yes. And should it go here? Should it go here and capture it? Answer is no. There you will use your common sense. Okay. However, legally it is not, I mean, when you play from the rules perspective, it is not illegal to capture this. Okay. You can come and capture it. Nothing wrong in it. But from decision making perspective, your decision was wrong because you captured just one pawn whose value is 1 point. Okay. And you lost the rook, which is of 5 points, right? So 1 versus 5, you made a loss of 4 points, correct?
4.
Which is not good, right? So there you need to apply your logic, apply your thought process, do the calculation, and then decide. Okay. Then decide whether it is good or not. Okay. So we will not capture it, correct?
Sir,
Yes.
knight can move in L shape like pattern, right?
Correct. The knight can move 2.5 squares. Okay. So it can go 1 square, 2 square straight, and then it can take either right turn or left turn.
Left turn.
Okay. So it can come here, it can come here. Okay. Or it can go horizontally as well. 1, 2, and then take the left turn, 2.5. Okay. This way the knight can move. Now let me take the knight to the central squares, for example. Now if I take it here, okay, where all it can go? It can go 1, 2, 2.5, that is here, 2.5, that is here. It can go 1, 2, 2.5, that is here. Only the circled ones it can go, kids. Okay. Arrows, I am just showing you how it will go. Okay. 2.5 it can go. 2.5 it can go. Okay. And 2.5 it can go. So how many squares it can go when it is in the center, kids? It can go to 8 squares, maximum 8 squares. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But when it is in the corner, it can go only 2 squares, right? I mean 1, 2, 2.5, 1, 2, 2.5. Okay. So anyways, this is how it moves, kids. Okay. We will learn more about this in more details in our next session because it is less than a minute now. We will stop here for today. Okay. I will pass on these notes to you. You can note down. Okay. And we will meet next Saturday, kids. Okay. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye, kids.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.